Hi, my name's Dave. I work at Mikey Block and just wanted to talk a little bit about glue guns and glue and appropriate processes and procedures. First and foremost, I want to say that the glue, a lot of folks have shortcomings about adhesives and whatnot. I can tell you that if you get this material on your clothes or on your hands, you'll have to wear it off. It has superb adhesion qualities, but it has to be used appropriately. What I'd like to show you are, for example, we have 3 different glue guns here that we keep in inventory and sell, and you can see perhaps that this one does not have a tapered end. It's retail price in the $35, $40 range. I won't say it's a throwaway gun. If you take care of it, it'll last you for a long time. Even though this little guy here is made of plastic, it's economical, but it's very viable. It works well. This is the least expensive gun that we sell, but it has a slightly tapered end. This is the Pajeris gun. This is the best gun that we keep in stock. It's what we use in our factory and production environments. It can last months, years, but again, you can see that it's got a tapered end, which is very conducive for assembling our product. It's hard, it's difficult to rebuild. This gun is made in Switzerland, and sometimes the parts are more expensive than a new gun, so you definitely want to take care of it. Probably the most significant thing that you can do is never loan it to your brother-in-law. I'm going to show you now how we treat our stuff. A little drink of WD-40 on the threads. Applying the glue canister. Obviously you want to shake it and read that fine print on the side. It's bilingual, so shouldn't be a hindrance for anyone. But the WD-40 is significant. This glue is powerful enough that if you don't put WD-40 on the threads, you run the chance of fusing the gun together. Screw it on. This appendage in the back, this knob, is a throttle to control the flow. Certainly you want to keep this can in the shade like any aerosol product. You'll get a lot of mileage out of this little 24-ounce can. And you can adjust the flow here. I'm going to use an older gun that I've had for quite a while to show you how you can glue something together. Here's a joint in a piece of styrofoam that we want to adhere together. And this glue is just like welding. It'll be stronger than the original material. Right now it's real dry in Tucson. I wished it would rain. If your relative humidity is over 25 or 30%, there's no reason to apply additional water. But all I'm going to do is take a little spray bottle and create some humidity adjacent to where I'm applying the glue. This is my own personal glue gun. I've used it for months. You can see it's got tape around a broken handle, etc., etc. I'm going to take and force the tip in. I'm only applying a little bit of glue. It will expand. You can see it expanding out here. But in just a few minutes, this will be as strong as the original piece of foam, perhaps even stronger. If you do loan your glue gun to Cousin Earl or Uncle Ralph, and he brings it back in pieces, you'll have to buy another one. If he brings it back clogged, oftentimes you can clean it out with gun cleaner. Sometimes you can clean the gun out, other times you can't. The most significant thing to remember is once you attach a canister of glue to a glue gun, never ever take a canister off. The glue wants to harden in the presence of atmosphere, our atmosphere, and especially a humid atmosphere. Even if it's very dry, the glue will cure. So whenever you have a can, let's say for example this can were empty, don't remove the can, leave it in place. If you have a fresh one to replace it, put a fresh one on. If you're convinced that you won't be using the glue gun for 4 or 5 months, take a can of cleaner, put it on, squirt through until it becomes clear, then put a fresh can back on of glue, not cleaner, and store it. A little petroleum jelly at the end will keep the glue from curing over the tip. From time to time, glue accumulates here, and all you have to do is scrape it off with a knife. Do not take anything and scratch the interior portion because there's a Teflon seal inside this needle and seat valve. Other than that, this is a very effective tool. You'll find lots of uses for it. Well, keep in mind, folks, that this glue gun I've been using for 6-8 months, but all I'm going to do is just scrape off a little excess glue. Just to kind of streamline things a little bit. Again, I'm not allowing the knife tip to go inside that needle and seat. I'm just keeping the tip clean. But it's all set to go. Really a well thought out, nice piece of equipment. And by the way, you can get 12 to 13, actually even 1,400 feet, which is 1/4 of a mile, of a bead this size out of this one little can. Excellent product. We've tested virtually everything on the market and had all the powers that be come and try to sell us something, and found this to be the best adhesive.